Welcome to the Happy Time Podcast. I'm Flames Kid.
I am Lena.
And I'm CrisCass.
And I'm going to have to point this out because I'm fucking irritated right now.
This is the second time we do this recording, and I'm pissed.
Yeah, what CrisCass said. We're literally starting over right now because as we were recording...
Flames Kid deleted it all.
No, I didn't. The fucking laptop froze, or GarageBand actually froze, and there was nothing I could do to bring it back, so we're re-recording this.
But there is something I can do, and I can blame it on Apple.
No.
Booyah!
And with that...
Apple sucks.
No.
Damn.
CrisCass, go ahead and start us off, man, because it's your pick this week.
All right. So,
Again.
Again? That's right, because we did it before. Oh, my God.
Hey, butterfly effect?
Yeah, just bring it up, man.
Exactly. You see? There you go. It's... Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
Dude.
Really, Lena? All right.
Oh, my God.
So...
Please,
I'm not even okay.
Please
It's gonna
explain.
it's gonna make more sense later on, but basically we're starting this podcast over. Just keep that in mind.
Okay.
My week's nothing special. Work's been picking up, but this is like the first day of the week, so one of my coworkers said that people usually just show up because Thanksgiving is around the corner and people travel for Thanksgiving, so they want to have the cars checked. They want to have their tires checked. Anything that your car needs to go on a road trip. You want to have it checked, right? You just don't want to go on a blind road trip.
No,
Feels
not
like
really.
deja
It's gonna
vu.
cost me money.
It feels like deja vu.
That's what it's chaos theory, baby. Chaos theory. Anyways, it feels nice having things to do at work. Because the past 2 weeks, I've literally been doing nothing during the weekday, and sometimes even during the weekends, I don't do anything.
This is the first I hear of this.
Yeah, all right, that joke's getting old. But now, yeah, my job's starting to pick up today, so hopefully, it continues to be like that during like these next 2 weeks because I'm honestly tired of doing nothing at work. I'm literally just sitting on my ass and on my phone. And yes, it's free money, but it gets to some point where it's just like, damn, bro, like I want to do something. I don't want to be here not doing anything. So yeah, that's been my work life these past 2 weeks, or past week, I guess, because I talked about it last week.
Yeah.
Another thing I got into, I mentioned it earlier, is chaos theory.
Not earlier, because the listeners didn't listen to that.
No, I said chaos theory, baby. The quotations from me.
Yeah.
Chaos theory, baby. And this is what I'm referring to, basically. Chaos theory is basically, that the universe exists in chaos. There are no fixed points. Time is not linear. Yeah, that's basically it. That's the idea of it. Time is not linear. You can't time travel because you don't know where you're going to end up because things over time change. Even though they remain constant, at some point they start changing and they start producing things that are not supposed to happen. As, the butterfly effect. I said this already, but what do you guys know about the butterfly effect?
That's Lena?
That Ashton Kutcher's in the movie?
That is a great point.
I'm sorry, but
That is a great point, by the way.
we've said this before, and that's the funny thing about it. But no, the butterfly effect is, I guess, you change one thing in the past, one slight change, either you step on a bug or whatever it is, and it changes basically the whole outcome of the future. So.
Yeah. So think about chaos theory as time travel, as alternate timelines, actually. So you take one timeline, right? And you time travel to a certain point and you do something. You branch out the timeline, right?
Yeah.
So it diverts from the original one.
Okay.
So you go back in time and then you go to the same point in time and you change something different. You branch the timeline out again,
So
right?
Back to the Future.
Yes. Basically.
Okay.
You branch out another timeline, right?
Okay.
That's honestly the whole idea behind chaos theory. Time is not linear. Time changes. You can enter the same points in the same graph, but like, you can enter the same points, same constants, same variables on one graph, but eventually they will change. They will shift. It won't produce the same numbers twice. At some point it will change. And there's graphs and there's diagrams and there's a bunch of different things that'll show you this. And I just thought it was really interesting. I normally tend to go into I do research into things like this when it catches my attention.
It's called going into the rabbit hole.
Yeah, exactly. I tend to go into rabbit holes with things like this. So my rabbit hole this week, I guess, was chaos theory, because I got really interested in it. And then from chaos theory, I started looking into fractals. And so you would think the butterfly effect is called the butterfly effect because somebody said that if you stomp on a butterfly in the past, if you time travel, if you go to the past and you step on a butterfly, you kill a butterfly, like that one butterfly can change different things in the future,
Yeah.
Like I said, chaos theory, same thing. You change one of those variables is that butterfly. You kill that butterfly, it changes dramatic things in the future. But anyways, it's not called the butterfly effect because of that thought. It's called the butterfly effect because there is an equation that if you punch it into a graph, you'll get a graph that kind of looks weird, But anyways, if you plot that same graph on 3 axes or 3 axi, I don't know how you say that.
Axis.
If you plant that graph on 3 axes, so the X, Y, and Z axis, it kind of looks like a butterfly at some point.
Okay.
Because it's like I said, like I said earlier, it's based on 3 constants and 3 variables of one equation. From some scientists or some scientist that wanted to calculate or the pressure or the changes in the atmosphere. Kind of like weather, I guess.
Okay.
So he I can't remember his name, but basically he got 3 constants and 3 variables, such as like the temperature, the pressure, different things in the atmosphere. He took those 3 constants and 3 variables and he punched it into a computer. He made the computer calculate that thing or that same equation 3 times with different numbers, or not 3 times, 50 times, for example, with different numbers, or like gradually increasing. So he ran the experiment again, but instead of starting from the first number that he picked the half number of the first experiment that he did.
The halfway point.
Exactly. He picked the halfway point of the first experiment he did. So, because he was trying to save time, basically. Okay. So, when it got to the halfway point of the second experiment, basically the end of the first experiment, he saw that the numbers had changed from, the end of the first experiment and the halfway point of the second experiment. The numbers had already changed. So, he's like, well, how is this possible, And it, like I said, it just goes to show you chaos theory exists. And one of the things that I want to point out is we kind of just did it right now. We started the podcast, we recorded something, we lost it, so we're starting the podcast again, but now it's different.
Oh my God, it was a lesson.
It's not the same thing. We're not recording the exact same thing as the first time. But that same plot, the fact that we're starting the podcast is the same, but it took different, branches. We're never going to get the first podcast ever again because it's deleted forever and nobody remembers exactly what they said.
Yeah.
This is very true.
Yeah. But I mean, aside from that, like I said, that was my rabbit hole for the week.
Sorry, I have to put this in because we put it in the other one.
I guess that's one constant we can have.
But yeah, with that being said, man, thank you for taking us into your rabbit hole, man. Lena, how about your week?
My week has been interesting. Not really. It's been pretty boring. But today I woke up at 4 a.m. to be at work at 5 because I had a couple of surgeries. So I've been up for a good couple of hours at this point.
Woo, surgeries.
I know. No, that's not a good thing. Unless they're preventative, and I will not go down that rabbit hole. Anyways, this is my last week at my job.
Whoa.
As much as I want to be happy about it, it kind of sucks. But I know it's for the best. I will be going into my new chapter in life where I go back into getting my career set and going back to school and achieving what I've been wanting to do for the longest. So that makes me very terrified, but also very excited. Other than that, I really haven't done much. We did go and find a place to eat.
Shabu shabu.
Yeah, so it's like a hot pot / shabu shabu, I guess is another name for it. Flames Kid and I have been together for a
15 months.
long time. Not 15 months.
Sorry, I had to just say it again.
That's an inside joke. Anyways, 40 months at this point, and every month we make it I guess a goal to go out and eat and try new things. So this month we went to a broth place or shabu shabu, and it was interesting because a friend of ours, Bianca, actually mentioned it to us before, but we actually tried it and it was delicious. I don't even know how to explain it because it's not like build your own soup. It's like broth that you pick out.
It's literally what it says in the name. It's a hot pot. So
well, yeah, it's a hot pot. You can cook veggies. You can style it however you please. With
Does the meat actually cook in there?
yeah, it does.
it does, and it cooks actually very quickly.
How hot is that pot?
It's
hot.
boiling hot because it's constant. It's on a stove, so it's constantly heated up.
But you can burn the soup if it gets too hot, right?
No, it's. I
Yeah,
guess
you
it's
can.
not too hot where it stays boiling, but they're constantly refilling it.
Yeah, so they're always filling it up.
So even if it is
Constant
evaporating,
chaos theory.
Oh my
God! No, I'm
No.
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
no. So even if it is evaporating and whatnot, they're refilling it, and then it just warms up again, and you can cook your food in it. You can cook veggies, you can cook meat. They have seafood available, and I like how customizable it is, and you can get really creative with whatever you're getting. My brother, who's I want to say is a picky eater, but he's been pretty good at it lately.
I just don't think he's been exposed to that kind of food,
I don't.
or to food that he actually wants to try.
Yeah.
Because I feel like maybe at house parties it's kind of like I don't want to eat that,
Mhm.
But it's like him trying new foods kind of helps him expand his palate.
Yeah.
So
No, I was happy to see him excited to build his own broth, and he was just kind of loving the creativity, even though he really didn't put anything because he has a thing against vegetables.
yeah, apparently you can't give him a vegetable that has a crunchy sound because it makes him gag.
That's hilarious.
He doesn't like the crunch, so
Yeah.
you either have to make them soft or soggy, and
Boil them,
yeah, boil them or just
Boil
really,
them.
really bake them, and who
Bro-
knows what.
broil them, saute them.
I don't think he'll even eat them then. To
Sous
be
vide them?
completely honest.
Yeah, but okay. So we went to shabu shabu.
Yeah.
It's your last week at work. What else? What else have you been up to?
Not much. I'm so serious. We had our farewell party to our friend. And
That was last.
That
week,
was
wasn't
actually
it?
last week.
I know.
Last
I know
week.
we already spoke about it, but ever since then, we had ramen with all the guys.
See how easily you forget.
Yeah, I forget a lot of things. It's always the whole week goes on, and then
It's because I think that when you come into the podcast, you only think about the weekend,
Mhm.
and you kind of blank out on everything else that happened.
I just
so
blink in general. I'm just ready to
Nah,
drink.
it's just the fact that you get put on the spot. It's like you don't know what you're gonna say. You get put on the spot, so what are you gonna say?
yeah,
So you kind of just try to recollect your memories,
Right.
and sometimes you miss them.
I
Yeah.
mean, it tends to happen, So, but yeah, Lena, we did go eat ramen with the guys.
We
it was
did.
it was a very expensive bill, but
Not as expensive as your birthday, but it was still a great time. It's always a good time to have a last minute trip to hang out and just catch up because sometimes when we go out we don't really get the chance to completely catch up because we're too in the moment of what's going on, and we kind of do a lot of small talk, but we got into it and it was really nice.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and you guys did your tournament.
That was fun.
Yeah.
That's pretty fun.
I came in second place.
I came in
Third.
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 Yes. Top bracket, baby.
And I was just watching Ink Master
And
most of
eating
the night.
pizza.
Oh yeah, stuffed my face for sure. Yeah, I mean, oh, I did my hair, which this is a podcast, so no one can see it, but it's red.
You
And it's
did
nice.
your hair.
It's
Yeah.
basically red again. Like it was kind of like turning beige, and now it's like now it's red again.
I did notice that
Yeah,
actually.
so it's red again.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that, are those your final thoughts?
When did you do that?
On the Friday.
Interesting.
Yeah, right before ramen. Actually,
Nice.
it was a very last
Friday.
minute thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So we went to go eat ramen.
You had time to do that?
Yeah.
Always. I went to work early.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Which-
you got out early.
Yeah, which seems to keep happening. But you know, it's actually just like the end of the year, and I mean, not a lot of people know about insurances, but a lot of people have already met their copays or max out of pockets at this point. So now if they're having something done, nothing comes out of pocket. The insurance will pay for the whole thing. So a lot of people are trying to squeeze in all these things before the end of the year, because once it's January 1st, everybody's back at zero, and then they have to start paying
Is that
again.
how copay works?
In a way, depends. on
You have
the-
to meet it.
Yeah, it depends on your plan. Like you have to meet a certain amount, and then that you have to like. I guess for the most part, you pay for that, and then once you reach that, after that, it's like you don't pay anything else.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's weird. That's the weird thing about insurances.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Yep.
Interesante for sure.
All right.
What about you, Flameskid? How's it been?
How's it hanging, buddy? How's the family?
I don't know. How's the family? Kidding.
Enchilada.
So, since the last time, yeah, we did go eat shabu shabu. That was very interesting and very filling. Because we kind of pigged out, and I don't want to say it like that, but we kind of like overdid it because we weren't sure how to exactly do it. You know, so we kind of
Solo
like
noobs.
yeah, so we were like just trying to throw everything in the soup, but that became too much food, and that was too much. So we overdid it for sure. Learned our lesson. After that, we went to go eat ramen with the guys. That was fun. You know, caught up with everybody and was able to hang out for a little bit. Saturday again, that was a tournament. Just a good time, you know, to pass. You know, and geek out a little bit. That day we kind of did a lot of things because we went to Pasadena. We went to Core TCG. We also went to Frankensons, that's the first. We've never been to Core TCG and Frankensons in the same day.
Really?
Yeah, we've never done that in the same
Oh
day.
my God. Well, you guys did it, but I didn't.
Oh yeah. So we did that. And then right after that we went to Hugo's house and we just, you know, hung out there. Sunday was more of a laid back day. But overall it's been, you know, good. Work has been awesome, great. I can't even complain, to be honest. It's been very educational. It's been a great experience so far. And then today, I mean, I don't want to put it on a sad note, but today was kind of like a funeral for one of my dad's friends, and you know, a family friend. So I had to go attend that with my dad. So that was kind of bumming at first, but you know, it just kind of like shows you like who's really, you know, in your life at the end of the day, you know. And it's just crazy to see, you know, my dad catching up with a bunch of his buddies and them talking about, you know, their drunk stories and stuff. So it just made me realize, you know, like I'm kind of grateful that I have, you know, friends like that, and we have drunk stories and stuff. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, it's been good so far. It's been going good, great. I really can't complain. The amount of support, not just from the listeners of the podcast, but of, you know, friends, family. You know, while we go through this transition of like, you know, Lena's getting out of her job, I'm going like head on strong with my job. CrisCass is getting back into the workflow. So it's just been good, you know. It's been a good change for us, which is why we've kind of been lagging on the podcast a little bit.
We have less time to do things.
And we're just a little bit more tired now.
A lot more tired.
Yeah, I mean, me Monday through Friday, I'm basically a zombie after I get back from work.
Mhm.
And not to say that it's a bad thing, but it's just like it's really tiring having to drive an hour in traffic trying to get back home, sometimes. So that's kind of like a bummer sometimes.
Mm.
So, we've decided Mondays was kind of a good day.
It's Mondays though. Garfield doesn't approve of them. How the hell do we approve
I
of
don't
them?
know.
I know. How did this happen? What is this monstrosity?
I just feel like Mondays is the day we do the least.
Because it's Monday.
Because it's Monday.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, guys.
We'll adjust as it goes.
Yeah.
I'll be more available. So I'll try to keep us more head on this thing because we love this project. It was just something that we've always wanted to do, and now we're on it, and we are trying to stay consistent, which I'm really proud of. Sometimes we really just have to suck it up and do it.
Yeah, it's tough sometimes. I mean, even now, as we were doing this right now, just to give you guys a little bit of insight, it's 10:22 p.m. We all woke up pretty early today, to go to work and stuff. So us recording now at 10:22, 10:23 now. It's a little tiring, and it's nothing to reflect on the podcast or anything like that. It's just, we want to make sure that we bring all this energy to the podcast and not, reflect on how tired we are here. We're having a couple brews. We've already taken shots.
It's really hard to stay awake.
Yeah, so we want to make sure that we don't bring in tired energy into the podcast, and we make sure that we keep everybody up and at it, and
entertained,
and keep you guys laughing at our dumb shit, and CrisCass's chaos theory over there and shit.
Right.
You mentioned that I was gonna do it if you were gonna do it. To be honest.
So yeah, guys. With that being said, and our weeks kind of being like a little hectic, but overall fun. We're gonna go ahead and introduce CrisCass's beer, and have him tell us a little bit about it, and just give us a title for the damn beer, because we don't even know what the hell we're drinking today.
I know. For the first time, I'm so out of the loop.
Yeah. So CrisCass, go ahead and introduce us to your beer, man.
So, as per usual, I don't have my notes in front of me, but I do know that it is called Rainbows Are Real.
What the Okay. I understood Load of Barnacles. I really understood that beer. But what? Rainbows?
Hey.
Rainbows are real, man.
I see a trend here.
I know.
What? What's the trend? I don't
That's
see
Voodoo Ranger's quote. They actually
it.
sent
Rainbows
us.
are real?
No.
I see a trend here.
So what Lena's trying to say, and I think I spoke about this on the last
Yeah,
podcast.
you did.
We had Voodoo Ranger reply to one of our stories, and it had a Voodoo Ranger V2K, and it had Brujerias
Brew.
Tomo el Amor.
Yeah.
No, Tomo la Flor.
Yeah.
Basically, in a way, relating back to Selena's Como la Flor. So, when they reply to it, they're like, "Oh, we see a pattern here," So that's what Lena was kind of trying to connect to.
I just love Voodoo so much. I'm drinking a V2K, by the way, because
We-
Voodoo all the way.
And I think for the most part, we always kind of drink a Voodoo Ranger while we're recording the podcast before
Sure.
we actually get into the actual beer. So even if it's not a V2K, it's either like a Juicy Haze or
Imperial.
Imperial or like just a regular Voodoo Ranger. So yeah, guys, CrisCass, tell us the name of the beer. Oh, you already did. Tell us who the brew company is.
Clown shoes.
When I saw that name for it, I was like, "What the fuck are we gonna be reviewing today?"
I'm excited.
It's actually really interesting, man. Like I didn't pick it for it was a panic pick, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was a panic pick because I was at work and I knew I had to pick a beer, but then you texted me like, "Hey, don't forget to pick a beer," and I'm just like, "Yeah, I know." So during my lunch, I kind of just went to the well, not all of them, but I went to 2 local liquor stores by my job because I had time to go to them. They were what was it? Maybe 5 and 10 minutes respectively.
Okay.
But they were bunk ass liquor stores.
Wow.
No, I'm serious. They were. It was just a regular liquor store. It wasn't like Liquorland. It wasn't like Cork. It was literally just a regular liquor store.
I see.
And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with a regular liquor store. But the only problem is they carry regular beer.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that.
So
we sorry.
No, go ahead.
We actually drove by Alondra's liquor store the one where we found Future Hop.
Future Hop.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
We drove by it today, and I was like, "Oh my god, we should."
Future Hop.
Yeah.
We should just stop and got some Future
You
Hop.
guys didn't get Future Hop?
No.
Disgrace.
Well, because we didn't know exactly where we were at that point. We were just trying to get back home. But yeah, we passed right by it. So sorry. Go ahead. I just thought of that, and I'm like, "Oh my god."
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, there's nothing wrong with regular liquor stores because they're liquor stores. They're there for convenience,
Yeah.
not anything.
They're
special.
selling what they know is more more popular, I guess. Just more
just whatever
industrialized.
whatever
and-
the community's into, I guess, because
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. So I started going to I have the Total Wine app because I have like the membership or whatever.
Of course you do.
Yeah, right. But yeah, so I started going to their app and I started looking through all the beers like on the last half of my lunch because it took me like half my lunch to travel to the other two liquor stores.
The dedication.
I had to pick a beer. I was trying to like, have like something already picked, so like if I have free time during the day, I could do research on it and not have to do it here at home. But I was super busy at work today, as I mentioned earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I went to Total Wine and I'm just like, okay, so I'm scrolling through like their many beers. I kind of didn't want to do an IPA. I kind of want to just, go by what I saw.
Mm-hmm.
But there were like 700 and something beers. And then like most of them were bottles and there was no way to filter out the bottle between the bottles and the cans. So like I was like, all right, screw it. Like I'll do an IPA. So like I filtered it to just IPAs. And eventually I got to something called what did I call it?
Clown Shoes.
It's by Clown Shoes, and the thing is called Rainbows Are Real.
What kind of beer is it?
It is a very, very trippy beer, actually, man. It's like,
is it gonna make me trip out?
not necessarily, but it does have what do you call those things? The things you find in cannabis, like the plant oil.
THC?
No.
CBD?
Terpenes, or I forgot how do you say it. I can't remember, man, and I forgot to put it in my notes too. But yeah, it's something. Yeah, terpene.
Okay.
Yeah. So it contains terpenes, and basically it's kind of just like a flower oil. So when you buy like a cartridge from a dispensary, it has there's some cartridges that contain terpenes, which is basically just like the plant oil from the marijuana that it's made from.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I did not know that.
Yeah. So I mean that's basically what it is. It terpenes doesn't mean it's I don't even know if I'm saying it right. But yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean that there's cannabis or THC in the actual beer itself. It just means that the plant or the hop that they use, it has some oil from it.
Okay.
Infused in the beer. And that's the thing that I kind of saw about like this brewing company, or it kind of focuses on like weird ways to brew beer or to include like different kinds of beers.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
which kind of explains the name of the beer and like the name of the brewing company.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to get into this. Rainbows Are Real.
Well, let's jump right on into it. What
All right.
time is it?
Rainbows Are Real time.
No,
Beer time?
the crackening.
Oh.
I'm alone
Are you trying?
here.
Are you trying to start something, man? You got to give us a better hint.
I know. Lena.
You know what? I give up. I give up.
All right, guys.
Galaxy Chaos Theory.
Oh, no.
Booyah.
So we're going to go ahead and get into this crackening. And we're going to have CrisCass start us off when we get back. And we're back. I'm sorry. At this point, I just do this to piss off Lena. It's okay.
Who? I'm a nobody.
To give a little bit of background on that,
No.
Lena doesn't like when I say join us and we're back, because she says that we technically don't go anywhere.
Oh, to the listeners, excuse me. I actually listened to the podcast as a listener, and it's like, and we're back. When
Yeah,
it
and
was
we're
like
back.
a second away.
Well, yeah, that's why I say.
You got me on that one, man, because I don't even listen to our own podcast. And it's not because I hate it, or it's not because I don't like
It's
my
not that
voice.
good. Just kidding.
Damn, Lena, fuck.
For real,
I meant
just
to be
put it-
funny.
You probably
Y'all took
reported
the-
us to Spotify, huh?
I think we need to replace it for Eli.
Wow.
At least Eli will never bag on his own podcast.
I don't know about that. It's Eli.
It's Eli.
It's Eli. He won't bag on his own podcast. And if he does, he's out too.
And then it's Jimmy.
Hell no, because then he's gonna bust a Jimmy.
Amen.
Amen. All right, CrisCass, get us started with this cracking, man.
Oh, okay. Anybody else smelling pineapples?
Yeah.
Right?
Actually, yeah. It's very pineapple-y.
It's like citrusy and pineapple-y.
Man, you better not have gotten ripped off.
What do you mean ripped off?
Watch this be pineapple juice.
I would
Get
not
the
be mad.
tequila then, baby. Or the whiskey, like some
Tequila,
people like to freaking drink. Yeah.
Huh, so far, I like the smell.
Yeah.
I like the artwork on the can.
Tell me about it.
It's very rainbowy.
Because
Wonder
they're
why.
real, dude.
There's two people. I want to say they're people.
I
Look,
just saw a
Well-
motherfucking rainbow.
they look like aliens. Kind of standing in what looks like Mars. Kind of.
It's trippy.
I don't know, I've never
It's
seen Mars.
trippy, dude. That's all you gotta say, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Oh, look, there's a government warning on it.
Ew.
So they have a thing on the can, and I kind of like it. It says, "From mythic hammer welding beasts to intergalactic agriculturists, here at Clown Shoes, we think about some crazy stuff." Hell yeah, do. But even we can barely comprehend the natural wonder of a big, beautiful rainbow. We will forever remain in awe of those massive swaths of vibrant color that stretch forever into the horizon. This hazy IPA contains the terpenes.
That's it. That's how I was saying it. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but that's the way I say it.
Okay, this hazy IPA contains the terpenes, beta-pinene, and linalool aromatic compounds derived from natural botanical sources. They supplement the sweet malt backbone and lively blend of Azacca, Citra, and Mosaic hops that make rainbows a real shine. Wait, what? I'm sorry. I read that completely wrong. I'm like, they supplement the sweet malt backbone and lively blend of Azacca, Citra, and Mosaic hops that make rainbows are real shine with fresh, juicy notes of sweet citrus.
I knew I smelled citrus.
Citrus.
No.
That's the upper lip, baby. Burn.
What? I'm so confused.
So it is brewed and canned by Clown Shoes Beer, Boston, Massachusetts, and Windsor. What's VT? Not Virginia.
What's the other V one?
Vermont?
Vermont. There you go.
But I'm
Good for Crystalina, whatever you want to be called, to know her
Crystalina?
geology.
yes, I do.
Our mission, to produce beer without pretension while being free and a little crazy. A little? I don't know about that.
They're creative. Stop bashing on it.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Can you dig it?
Sucker.
Five time.
And this been Rooney in the center of the ring.
I love the artwork. It's not very it's not super intricate, but it's beautiful blend of colors. They have a slight rainbow in there. Well, actually, it looks slight on one side, but as I turn the can, it gets more defined. It looks like a cartoon, and it just looks like they're staring into the abyss, which is very blissful.
I wouldn't say the abyss. I think they're looking.
I wouldn't call that an abyss.
You know what I think of this when I see this?
Chaos theory.
No,
Oh no.
not the chaos theory. I think of Star Wars. You know how
Yeah.
when at the sunsets,
Yeah.
You know, that's what I think of because they're just looking.
And it has those rocks on the sides.
Yeah,
that match it.
that's what it kind of looks like. And I mean,
There is a spaceship.
Well, not just
Is
that.
that the Millennium Falcon?
Oh no! Somebody cut her off, please.
I'm only getting started.
Yeah, but that's what I kind of think of when I see this. I just think of the sunset in I want to say I think it's episode 5 or 6. Yeah, but yeah. So far it looks cool. It smells good.
Yeah.
It's an IPA. What kind of throws me off is it's a 6.75. So, I don't see any IBU rating on this. Do you know if it has any IBU rating?
Yes,
And
I
if
got
you look
everything
at your
from
notes.
I got everything from the website.
Woo!
Go internet.
Let's see. So,
Everything you need to know is on there.
according to CrisCass, the IBU is 55. So that is
Ooh.
a little sour.
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
Yeah, 55. The higher the number, the sour it is. The more sour it is.
The
But
higher the number is relative, my friend.
no, well, it's just
The higher the number
We
is
went
relative.
into this.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no scientific defined
Constants,
IBU.
constants and variables. Boom. Chaos theory.
no.
Oh god.
We're gonna name this episode the Chaos Theory episode.
I would not be mad, actually. I would not. Dude, literally, we experienced chaos theory.
Yeah,
We experienced it.
that's kind of weird.
Exactly.
On the episode that you spent like an
I
hour
spent an hour
explaining.
talking about chaos theory and going on different fucking tangents.
So again, for the listeners listening to us, this is our second attempt at recording the same episode of this podcast. Luckily for us, we didn't get to the Kraken before on the other one, but
I know that would have been such a waste.
that would have sucked. Yeah. But we did record the episode about halfway through, and CrisCass was talking about his chaos theory in the other episode. And funny enough, you know, as we were gonna take a pause between takes, I paused it and my computer froze. And well, not my computer, but the actual app we used to record froze. And there was no way of me, you know, salvaging any of the recording of the previous one. So we basically had to start from scratch. And that kind of sucked because, you know.
Dude, we went on so many good points, like the way that the Earth revolves.
Yeah, we talked about other things
it was so
that
good, dude. Like I was gonna totally debunk you on that, but it was so good.
yeah, so we kind of like lucked out on being able to salvage that info. And we kind of like shortened it a lot on this version of it. But again, what CrisCass is trying to point out is that, you know, chaos theory and how we experienced it on the podcast without, you know,
It's
us
like,
wanting to, you know.
It's like I said
Yeah.
before, dude. Like, you know, just to simplify it for people that didn't get it earlier, think about it like a timeline. You know, the point that we changed is when we started the podcast. You know, there was the original podcast that we did, but now we have to go back and start the podcast again, and now it's different from whatever we recorded on the first one.
Yeah. So this is definitely a different take. I don't say it's. I don't want to say it's any like worse than our first take, but it is a lot shorter than our first take.
It's more to the point. I want to
Yeah,
call it shorter.
yeah.
It's more to the point because the first one had a lot of things that
A lot of tangents.
it had a lot of thoughts in it.
It was genuine. That's why. Now we kind of had to hit certain points that we kind of skipped over the things that led us to those tangents.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, with that being said, guys, we went on a tangent right now, but we're gonna go ahead and
Chaos
give this beer a try and then talk about it and you know get some background on the brew company and its founders and all that good stuff. So how about we give it a taste and then, you know, we'll let CrisCass take over.
Not bad. It's not bad, actually.
Oh my god, it tastes so light.
Yeah, it tastes light.
Light in my
Sa-
tummy.
It's sour for
It is
sure.
definitely sour.
It's sour for sure,
Definitely.
but it doesn't have a really strong aftertaste.
Yeah, it's not a sour aftertaste.
It's not a typical IPA taste.
Yeah.
It's kind of, to me, it kind of tastes like what a pineapple would taste if it was sour.
If it was better.
Yeah. Nobody would eat a pineapple if it was sour.
I don't know, man. People eat lemons and limes.
You?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but because they go good with beer and food.
Yeah, but
Who would eat a sour pineapple? Why would you?
who would take a bite out of an onion? Onions are nasty.
I do.
Exactly. You're weird. Yeah, man, it's the same thing. It's like, who would eat a lime by itself?
Do you like pina colada?
Oh no! We're not getting into that pina colada. No.
Oh.
All right, CrisCass.
Oh, sorry, we're not that far into the beer.
And
So,
getting caught in the rain.
so give us some background on the brew company.
So, Clown Shoes Brewery started in 2009 by founder and CEO Greg Berman. It basically started when he brewed a small batch of one of their beers called Hoppy Feet.
Hey, Hoppy Feet.
Exactly. By Ipswich Ale Brewing. Or with them, I should say.
Okay.
So I guess that he kind of saw how Hoppy Feet was getting like a positive
Feedback.
yeah, it was getting
Or-
positive feedback.
yeah.
People were starting, people liked it. That kind of inspired him, or not inspired him, but it kind of put him on the road to start making different kinds of beers with their brewmaster, who is now their brewmaster. I don't believe I wrote his name here, which is very disappointing. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't put his name in here, but basically, whoever the brewmaster is now, I apologize ahead of time that I did not put your name in my notes. He basically teamed up with them, and they started making like experimental beers. Like different ways, or like they the way they make beers is basically they take the ways that beers are being brewed currently, or the existing ways, and they kind of have like a different take on it. They use it differently as opposed to what it should be used. I don't know if you guys kind of get me. I know I'm kind of being. It's kind of a rough explanation.
I mean, how though? Because at the end of the day, it ends up becoming a beer. So how is that any different than from what anyone else is doing?
Yeah. So well, I don't know any like specific brewing techniques, but they're using. For example, this is a malt beverage, but it's also an IPA.
Okay.
Like you wouldn't normally see a malt beverage and an IPA being brewed together,
Okay.
or like those same techniques that they use. Like you wouldn't see them together. It's usually an IPA or a malt beer.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's it's that's basically what they do. They take like those different techniques and they apply it and they combine them together.
Okay.
To
So
have, like-
so is that more of a gimmick or is that
No, that's just their mission. You read it earlier, right?
No, yeah. No,
yeah,
no.
that's their mission.
I'm just trying to ask you.
Yeah, no, it's not a gimmick. It's basically what they do. Like that's what they focus on mainly. Just
Okay.
doing those kinds of things. But anyways, going back to the brewing company, it started in 2009. So by 2011, they made it. They were basically big enough to start distributing the beers that they make, to wholesalers. So the way the way they decided who to distribute them to is they basically focused on the people or on the wholesalers that were craft oriented. So they didn't just really give it to any wholesaler that wanted to take them. Like no, like they literally picked and choose from the options that they were given, which I think says a lot about them. Because if you're a small company and you kind of blew up in 2 years, you would think that you want your stuff everywhere, right? So it could be more popular.
Right.
But that's not what these guys did. These guys focused more on what they're about rather than blowing up.
That's
So,
that's dedication. They're focused more on the product. It's quality versus quantity.
It's kind of preservation. They didn't lose
Their values.
They didn't lose their mission, their values. Their line of sight.
Yeah.
Just to get popular or famous.
Yeah.
Which is kind of normal for people to do these days.
Yeah.
But they didn't do it. So, in my eyes, I think that's pretty cool. They kind of stuck to their guns and said, if we're going to make it the right way. Not we're going to, just sell ourselves out, basically. And you know, I kind of like that.
Yeah, that's good. They stick to, like I said, their quality, their ingredients, their values, their missions. It's they didn't change anything to basically sell out their product to
Yeah.
everybody, which is it's good. They stuck their guns.
Yeah.
Okay.
So aside from that, in 2017 they joined Mass Bay Brewing Company. So if you go to Clown Shoe's website and you scroll all the way down to where it has a copyright, it actually has Mass Brewing Company on there.
Okay, but
Mass Bay Brewing Company.
my question is,
Uh-huh.
why clown shoes?
What do you mean why Clown Shoes?
Why not?
Why clown shoes? Like, why that name?
You know, they didn't really go into much detail on their website. Basically, all the information I'm giving you right now is broken down, and that's literally the core information that they have on that website. That's it. Their intros and everything is just like 2 paragraphs.
Okay, I mean, I understand.
Yeah,
that.
yeah, no, I'm getting it. I'm trying to answer your question, but what I'm trying to tell you is that I can't accurately answer it.
No, of course. I mean, you can't make stuff up, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, I don't want to talk for another brewing company, obviously.
So, clown shoes. If you're listening to this, we want to know why that name, because we're interested in knowing.
It's an interesting name. I'm not gonna lie.
No, yeah. I'm not saying it's not. I'm saying why pick something like that? Is it to like stand out? Is it to like, you know, catch someone's attention? Like, you know, like they did with me.
There's a purpose behind every name.
Yeah, of course. You know, happy time. You know, happy time. You know.
Yeah, exactly. There's a reference, or there's a point, basically.
Okay.
Well, he's right. I'm looking into it myself, and it just talks about how they're unique and they're defined by their can artwork.
Mm-hmm.
They have an artist, Michael Axt, AXT.
Mm-hmm.
He's the artist and label designer. He joined the team in 2013, and he's the one behind all of these, all this art on the cans. They really don't get into, you know, how they came up with that name, but I guess it's just to be unique. It's to be different.
Yeah, and I'm looking at other artworks from other beers, and they look very comic bookish.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, they're
there's like a superhero on one of them, right?
Yeah, and it's just kind of cool to see the artwork. You know, it looks like, you know, maybe this guy was a comic book artist. No, artist. At some point, maybe, or maybe he just draws this for fun. But it's kind of cool, you know. It's kind of cool to see this kind of artwork on cans, especially cans of beer.
Yeah.
Right. Because honestly, it costs money to put this stuff on here.
Yeah.
And it's just really cool to see the dedication that comes into it. Because there are some cans that are more simpler and pretty basic. Like we had that one can that was all stickers, which was interesting.
Yeah.
But a lot of thought goes into these, and you can kind of tell.
No, I mean, it's kind of cool too, because I mean, you know, me and CrisCass used to be on a comic podcast, and we would have to obviously read a lot of comics to be able to talk about it on the actual podcast. And just, you know, seeing this artwork reminds me a lot of, you know, those comics that we would read, because there's obviously, there's a bunch of different comics, a bunch of different stories, a bunch of different artists.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, obviously not all the art looks the same, but, you know, there is such a thing as a comic art, you know.
Yeah.
That you know it's from a comic book.
You can recognize it.
It's a style.
It's a style. It's also about the detail too, you know. And what I see here, you know, from most of their beers, it looks like, you know, whoever draws them, or, you know, the Michael Axt that we're talking about, you know, maybe he's just really into comic books or comic characters.
Yeah.
And that's what he bases his art style on, and that's kind of cool. You know, I can appreciate that, and I can appreciate all the art, you know, behind all these cans, because I'm looking at a lot of them, and a lot of them,
they look pretty cool.
Yeah, they look pretty cool. Yeah,
they look really cool.
Yeah, but you know, that's why it was the first thing that caught my attention when I first saw the can. You know, was the artwork, and wow, this one specifically, the rainbows are real, doesn't necessarily look like a comic book artwork. The rest of them do, and it kind of gives you a little bit of background to it, you know.
I know you said earlier that it kind of reminds you of Star Wars. To me, it kind of reminds me of Dragon Ball Z.
Why is that?
Because Dragon Ball Z normally uses these colors. They usually use pink, whites, vibrant colors, and then like the planets in the background. You know, you can kind of see it, kind of like you can see like the different moons on the planets that they were fighting.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's what I think of at least. Obviously, like you know the technology, Capsule Corp.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
I can kind of see that. Like I said, the only reason it reminded me of Star Wars was because of the you know, it
The
look
space
what
aesthetic.
what looks like a sun setting, you know.
Okay.
You know, so I just thought of that.
Yeah.
And
I mean, like, kind of look at the characters, and they, I don't know, man. That looks like something you would see on a Dragon Ball Z, character.
yeah. But yeah, what do you guys think of the taste of the beer?
It smells like pineapples, but it tastes like flowers.
Flowers.
Yeah. It's very floral.
It does taste floral, kind of herbally, a little bit more floral than herbally, but it's very light and I like it. The looking at it in a glass when you pour it, it looks pretty heavy. It looks very hazy, very hazy.
It is a hazy IPA.
I know, but it looks like pretty hazy. That'll look really really sour. But
Yeah.
the 55 IBU rating, I feel like I want to say I taste it, but
I definitely taste
for
55.
55, I feel like I don't know. I feel like that's pretty high for what I'm processing on my taste buds.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it's that bad.
It's really not.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's really not. It's actually pretty
yeah,
good.
but you gotta remember we drink IPAs. There's a lot of people out there that don't even drink IPAs.
So are we biased?
Kinda.
Okay.
We're not biased by choice. It you know some bias kind of just happens to leak into our opinions.
Biased by experience.
No. No, I don't think that's the case. I just think that, you know, we, for the most part, you know, most of our podcast episodes have been IPAs or IPA picks. So I think that it's not that we're biased. It's just that that's really mainly what we mostly had. You know, so I think
It's what we know we like, basically.
yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with other beers. You know, Lena has brought on some sours. CrisCass had brought a stout one time.
You guys don't like stouts, which is why I don't pick them.
Hey, you gotta find one we might like.
Yeah, I mean that's
Yeah,
the whole
I mean,
point.
but, like even me, like sometimes I don't feel like drinking stouts. You know?
They're really dark and heavy.
Yeah, they are. They are.
Yeah.
I will give you that.
Yeah, but this beer is actually pretty good. It's not. I wouldn't say it's a high rating in my book, but it's good enough where I'm enjoying the beer and Lena's over there dancing like, you know, like she's in
A trance.
Salma Hayek over there.
What? What? Where was Salma Hayek dancing?
She was dancing in a movie actually.
Which one?
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Explain.
I do not quite remember
Please.
the name of
Uh-huh.
it.
I want to
Please.
know.
But I will definitely look it up while we talk about something. right
Please
now.
alliterate.
What?
You mean iterate?
Yes. That's exactly what I said. Don't correct me.
Oh, and I'm being judged for dancing.
Yeah. I would definitely bring up the movie that she's dancing in. Hold up. Just give me one quick second,
Uh-huh.
and I would definitely give that to
I'm
you.
waiting. Uh-huh. Anyways, I like the color. It is hazy, but for some reason, I thought it was part of the light source that we have.
Are you cutting my light source hazy?
No.
That's
Can
messed
you let
up,
me
dude.
finish? I see kind of like peach tones in it. You don't see it?
No.
Oh, never mind then.
What are you just so broken up about it?
Right? It's your opinion. Fuck what I say. To be honest.
Lena?
Have you found that movie yet, by the way?
No, I'm still looking for it.
I don't think she dances in a movie, dude.
She does. Salma Hayek dancing?
Which one is Salma Hayek again?
What?
You're kidding, right?
I'm insulted.
I'm not good with faces.
Have you seen the movie Banditas?
Nope.
No.
Oh.
What the heck?
I
Come
found it.
on.
I found it. It's from Dusk Till Dawn. She's dancing.
Okay.
You've
really?
never seen that movie?
I have seen that movie.
When have you seen that movie?
That movie from
Yeah.
Dust to Dawn,
Yeah.
the one with the vampires.
Yeah.
Yes, I've seen it.
When?
Long time ago.
I guess.
It's the whole reason that not the whole reason, but Universal Studios used to have a maze on From Dusk Till Dawn, Horror Nights.
The new stuff kind of sucks.
Yeah, and then they made a show about it, I think.
Yeah, that's why that sucks so bad.
Yeah, but Salma Hayek is dancing in that movie, and that's what reminded me, because you're just doing the same thing she was doing, and she was just like,
I'm just grooving out to silence.
yeah, you're busting a SpongeBob.
He was growing out to something.
You know what it is?
What's up?
I'm gonna be completely honest.
The jellyfish.
No, I went on like a good hour just on social media, which is not something I get to do consistently. At least for that long of a period. And I was just watching a bunch of videos where people are dancing and doing all these trends that are
Oh,
so
no.
annoying.
She was trying to TikTok.
No.
Yeah, she was trying to TikTok.
That was not even a TikTok dance. I was literally just swaying left to
Could
right.
be.
It could be. If you put it on TikTok and it gets viral, it could be the next TikTok thing.
Is it gonna be the Lena dance?
I mean, if you name it like that and you continue doing it in the
The
U.S.
problem is I don't have a TikTok. I refuse.
I refuse to.
Look, there's nothing wrong with TikTok.
I
the
never
the,
said
the,
there's
pro-
anything
the
wrong.
problem is, one, it's a big rabbit hole. The minute you start, the funny thing is it starts feeding you things that you like. So okay, I'll tell you a story.
It's like Google, but worse.
Okay, I'll tell you this. A couple months ago, when I still wasn't working, I've had TikTok. I had it when it first became viral thing, and then I kind of like canceled my account when I found out the Chinese were hacking my shit.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
buddy.
Well, Donald Trump said that. Anyways,
So you believe him?
so
Do
I
you
erased
think
the
that-
app.
They,
And I-
they,
and I-
they, they did buy TikTok actually.
Yeah, well, it is kind of a Chinese company.
Yeah, it is.
But anyways, so I remade my account sometime this year, and like I said, a couple months ago when I was unemployed, it was about 1 a.m, and I couldn't go to sleep. So I'm like, oh well, instead of being on Instagram or anything like that, let me go to TikTok. I'm at TikTok, and first thing that pops up is ASMR videos, because obviously, it's fucking 1 a.m. You should be fucking asleep, right?
Hey man, those things do help. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, doing this does not
yeah,
fucking help.
I don't like the mic thing. I don't like when they start messing with the mic or they start scratching it and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I like when they do other things, like with other items.
With other items, I don't like when they're eating live animals.
Oh, what the fuck are you watching?
A girl bit it into an octopus. Was it alive or dead? I don't know, but it's just weird.
Anyways,
There's
So-
people
Bro,
who eat-
what? No, hold on. A live octopus?
Okay, well, I guess I'm trying to remember thoroughly. Give me 1 second.
well, before Lena gets back, so that's like one thing. Like, it starts off with ASMR videos, and you're just scrolling, and then you get these energy videos, right, where they play a sound, and that's supposed to make you feel a certain type of way.
Oh, that energy.
Yeah,
stuff.
so I was like, okay, let me give it a try. Let me be open minded here.
What was it? Binaural?
No. It was just
Binaural?
literally
I don't know what the fuck's called.
like them spinning their little thing around like a
A glass.
Not a glass,
and,
but-
and it does a little sound.
yeah, it just does that little humming sound. So I gave that a shot. That didn't fucking work. So I kept scrolling, right? Then you get these videos, dude, and I shit you not, and I mean no disrespect to people, but then you get these people who are either mentally disabled or anything like that, and they're on TikTok. Why? Is it for attention? Whatever the case may be, but it's kind of like just they're there, and people are making fun of them. They're getting bullied by these other people, who see them, and they're just like, what the fuck are you doing here? This or that.
Well, that's social media in general.
Well, yeah, but I mean, why?
That's anywhere. That's any society in general.
Yeah, but I'm just like, why? Anyways, so you keep scrolling down this rabbit hole of TikTok, and you finally get to the good stuff. Okay, you get to fucking conspiracy theories, shit that's gonna keep you up at fucking night.
Chaos theories.
Dude, I went through so much fucking conspiracy theories. Dude, when I checked again the time, it was fucking like 3:30 in the morning. I had spent 2 hours on conspiracy theories. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? And TikTok, that's what it does. It feeds you shit that you're gonna like, and it just fucking keeps you in there. You know, keeps you in the fucking loop.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of weird. You know, it's kind of weird that it can adapt so quickly to you.
No, it's not. 'Cause cookies.
That too, but
It's the same thing, man. Like the fact that TikTok is able to do it should not be a surprise, because everything, like anything we talk about these days, our phones are gonna start shooting out ads about it.
yeah,
Because
that happened.
Because sadly, I kind of do believe that the phones are hearing us.
They really are.
No, it's already been proven that they are.
They are, right?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
They are.
exactly. So, like it. I don't want to seem paranoid, but I really believe that shit,
Look,
dude. Because I will mention one thing, next thing you know, Instagram ad about that one thing I mentioned. I'm just like, how the hell do you know? Like, that's bullshit.
That happened with the whole hog when I was talking nothing but about the whole hog. I go on Instagram one day, and what happens?
Whole hog.
An ad from Milwaukee. Oh, you should check out the whole hog.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah,
You
like
know?
I normally get ads about the things that I search, and I understand that. That's fine. But about the stuff that I talk about, that I only talk about, and it starts coming up, that's where it gets weird. I'm just like, dude, I had no searches. I wasn't looking up anything remotely close to that thing, and all of a sudden you want to shoot it on my Instagram or my Facebook ad? Like, come on, bro. Like, you're 100% listening to me.
Yeah. I mean, Edward Snowden told us that, the NSA is, listening to us through our cell phones and stuff.
That's fine, man. Hey,
honestly, they're wasting their time.
Shout outs to my FBI agent.
Shout out to the NSA for listening to us right now.
Woo woo.
Yeah. FCC, baby. You already know where to look us up.
We're on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. We have a website. Find us all over.
We got a Discord.
No
We have a
point.
Discord.
No point in hiding it at this point because we're gonna get found anyway.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they know we exist.
They're probably the ones who try to cancel us.
We're just like a low level threat.
We're not a threat at all. If anything, a threat to society because we're advocating.
There's so many things that ran through my mind right now that I wanted to say. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna say that.
Stop trying to get us canceled.
yeah. But I can tell this beer has definitely started to hit us because
It's not even that bad.
no. I know it's not. It's only 6.75, but
I like this beer.
But this beer's pretty good.
I like this beer.
You know what?
I like
they
this
sprinkled something in this beer because
it's the terpenes, baby. It's them flower juices.
It's definitely them terpenes.
It's them flower juices.
All right, guys. Well, let's get into the good stuff of this. Let's give this a rating, and let's give this in our overall rating and our personal ratings.
This got an 8.
That was quick.
I got an 8, bro. I got an 8 for sure.
Why an 8?
Because 8 is like high, but it's not too high, and that's how I kind of feel about this beer. Like, it should be up there, but it shouldn't really be up there.
So an 8.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an 8. No, well, I mean, okay, let me break it down for you. Taste, like I said in our last podcast, we're here to help people that don't drink beer drink beer. This is not one of them. This definitely has a bitter taste to it. Yes,
Yeah.
it smells nice.
Yeah.
You're gonna be bamboozled by that.
Yeah.
Definitely, but it is bitter, and to me, it's really not bitter, but I can taste the bitterness in it. So I'm just trying to help anybody out there that doesn't like bitter beer. Don't buy Rainbows is Real. Buy Clown Shoes.
Okay. I mean, that's insightful.
But that aside, this beer is great, man. I like it. I like the smell. I like the taste. It's good.
Okay.
I would definitely buy this again, man. Honestly, like the cost value is basically the same thing as a 6-pack of Lagunitas. The one that I have in the fridge right now.
Okay. What about you, Lena?
I want to say, I don't want to stick to the 0.5s and the. Should I stick to the 0.5s and stuff?
It's up to you.
I want to give it a 7.7. I like it. It's not for a beginner, but as a veteran, or how would I call myself? As an expert.
You have to say it in the Latino way. You're a veterana.
What?
No.
No.
That's actually a thing. Anyways,
No. Anyways,
Ugh.
I like the taste. I enjoy it.
yeah.
It's not heavy, which is something that I can enjoy with a meal maybe.
It's something you drink in the summer, definitely.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
something that you would want to have really, really cold on a hot day, straight chilling outside next to Hugo's pool, and just,
Hugo and
Chilling like a
Vargas.
villain,
yeah,
posted like a
seriously.
mailbox.
What?
I don't know about a
Oh,
mailbox
baby.
because Eli doesn't deliver mail, so
On Sundays, nah, he don't.
Shoot,
No,
not
Monday-
even in the week.
Monday
Hey,
to
man.
Saturday we don't
They-
get shit.
Hey, man, they fucking up, bro. That post office need to start delivering on Sundays.
I know, cause
No, they really started that slow delivery.
shit.
Hey, y'all, for real, y'all got that email too?
We spoke about it in our mega episode.
We did.
Yes, we
Yeah,
did.
Eli brought it up.
He did bring it up. I remember that.
Yeah.
But I got that email though.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
did
didn't-
y'all get it? No.
No.
USPS? No.
No.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
But I want to give it a 7.7 because it is really, really good. But I don't think it deserves anything near an actual 7.0 or 7.5. It's it's good. It's light. I love that part. It's not heavy. It is pretty sour. It is pretty bitter, but it does have that kind of aged pineapple with a slight citrus.
What the hell does aged pineapple taste like?
you got some musty ass pineapple in the, nah, bro, you got me fucked up.
Aged pineapple.
Aged pineapple.
Okay.
How do you age a pineapple?
You let it sit. Well, it's malted, isn't it?
So isn't it
It's a
fermented?
malt. It's a malt. Okay, yeah, malt. Doesn't fermented mean malt? No, am I wrong?
No, you're completely wrong.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I'm not even gonna answer that question because I don't want to be wrong.
Okay, fine.
Okay, but
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I am not educated in this area, but
You're not there enough for this area.
actually, we're not educated in this. We're learning as we're going.
That's what- yeah.
So I'm glad that you gave it a 7.7 because my score,
7.5.
yeah.
I calculated that, bro.
So-
I did the math and
You
everything
did the
from your.
calculations.
Yeah, I did the calculations because I was looking at his phone.
So yeah, I give it a 7.5, not because it's bad or anything.
Yeah.
One, I already got a buzz, and that's when a beer can give me a buzz by the end of the podcast, to me it's good. Okay, the taste, like CrisCass said, it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
It's definitely an acquired taste, so I wouldn't recommend this to a first time IPA drinker. I feel like they wouldn't enjoy this beer, and they probably just drink a sip of it and leave it on the table and then just let it go to waste.
As I've seen so many times.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't disrespect
tastes like
the
pineapple.
beer.
Let me tell you something, guys, and for those listening. If you go to a party
Mhm.
and they have nothing but IPAs, and you don't drink IPAs,
Don't.
but you're like, oh, well, I want to give it a shot. I want to drink it.
Nope.
Okay.
don't do it.
No. That's fine.
No, don't do it.
Grab the beer, drink it, but finish it. Because a lot of people, what they do is they taste it. Oh, this is nasty. This is blah, blah, blah. And they leave the entire beer that could have gone to somebody who was going to drink it. And that pisses me off because,
That's
you
why
know-
I said don't even drink it.
yeah.
But
Oh,
the
yeah.
thing- but the
Don't
thing
like
is-
if you don't like
no, wait,
IPAs.
wait.
No. If you see nothing but IPAs in a cooler, don't even drink
But
them because
the
you're not
thing
gonna
is
like
that-
them.
The thing is not all IPAs taste the same.
Yeah.
Some of them are more beginner friendly.
See, here's the thing though. Like, I agree with that statement completely. But look at the links we have to go through to actually look for good IPAs. You have to look for a triple
yeah.
to find a good IPA.
No.
Well, both of you found really, really great triple IPAs.
Yeah, but it's
But
it's like okay, you're going to a party, oh, okay, cool. Let me hit up this liquor store. You see an IPA, you're like, oh, okay, cool, a 4-pack. Take it to the front,
But-
$31. Are you gonna buy that? Hell no, you're not gonna buy that.
Right,
No.
right.
But I'm not saying for buying it. I'm saying
No, yeah. I
at the
get it.
party already. Let's say somebody, they didn't drink Modelos or anything like that, and they took nothing but IPAs. First of all, if you've never drank an IPA and you see nothing but IPAs, you either BYOB or you take one knowing that you're going to have to finish it. But see, that's where a lot of people come in and they taste it like, oh, this is nasty. I don't like this, blah, 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 blah. And they leave it there.
Yeah.
And they leave a perfectly good beer just sitting there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, we saw that with Adrian's farewell party. There was a couple of beers that were left more than halfway, and it pissed me off because it was something I could have had myself.
Yeah.
But the thing is that a lot of people don't know what they're getting into with an IPA. There are different levels of IPA. There's some beginner friendly and some are expert. Where the taste is acquired.
I would say if they're gonna want to attempt to drink the IPA, I would say they, maybe grab a small cup of whoever's drinking that IPA. As soon as they crack it open.
Who's gonna share? Come on, be realistic. This is COVID times.
Nah, bro.
That's like saying if you don't like it, give it to somebody else.
Nah, bro.
That's not gonna happen.
For me,
be
dog,
realistic.
if you see IPAs, dude, in a cooler, if you're at a party or something, and you don't like IPAs, don't even pick one up. Just leave it there. Just don't even drink.
But aren't we also trying to encourage people to try new things?
We are, dude. But if it's something you've never tried, if it's something you don't have any information of, don't even pick it up, because you're either gonna end up like him, or like just not drinking, or not like Flame's kid, but like he was saying.
Yeah.
You're either gonna end up not drinking it at all.
Yeah, and then it goes to waste.
Or you're gonna drink it halfway because you don't like IPAs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I gave it a 7.5, because it's not a bad beer. It's actually a great tasting beer.
Yeah.
It's not a beginner beer. We don't give it that hoppy stamp of being a beginner beer. But it is a good beer. I like the artwork. I enjoyed, a lot of things about it. But I don't think that it's up there with my triple.
Mm-hmm.
I think triple definitely took it for me. But
Triple's actually kind of good.
But it's not bad where I have to rate it a 7 or below.
Ask Hugo.
So yeah. So my score is a 7.5, and our overall score is a 7.73, which is not that low actually.
7.7.
Whatever,
7.73.
So it is definitely not one of our lowest ratings.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually, kind of glad that it's kind of high up there, because it's not a bad beer, It's just not a beginner beer.
I like this beer a lot, as you can kind of tell.
I feel like it's not high in ABV value or ABV rating, but there's something sprinkled into this beer that makes this
terpenes.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not THC maybe, but I don't know what is sprinkled in this little.
It's them terpenes, baby. Honestly, that's the only reason I got this beer. Because it said it uses real, quote unquote, terpenes. Because that's what I call it. I'm not sure if I'm even pronouncing it right.
All right.
But yeah, that's the only reason I picked it. Because it said that. And then I know, that the cannabis kind of has the same thing. It has the oils from the plants.
Yeah.
So terpenes, same thing. So that's the only reason I got it. But overall, I mean, it ended up coming out pretty good.
Yeah,
it did. Well, guys, with that being said, it's been a great tasting beer. It's been a great week catching up with everybody. We'll catch you guys. I'll be like Bob Ross. Okay, we're gonna paint a little tree here.
No,
they're not accidents, man. Only happy mistakes.
Sorry.
Happy mistakes.
I saw Bob Ross earlier today and on YouTube.
Bro, Bob Ross is the shit, bro. He's so freaking amazing, dude.
It's mind blowing. We put him. I'm not even gonna lie. We put him to try to put us to sleep because his voice is so soothing. Flames kid knocked the hell out.
Hell yeah!
I was up just watching the technique. Like, this guy can just really
happy mistakes, baby. That's all you need in life, bruh. Happy mistakes.
We're gonna draw a tree here,
Hell yeah! Hey, you fuck up.
Fluff this out.
You fuck up. You fuck up. You fuck up in life, bro. Draw a tree. You just draw a tree, dog.
Dude, he's so good.
He's so good. He teaches me so many things.
And then he's like, "How about we mix some pink into this little
fuck
sky?"
yeah,
And
bro.
I'm like,
I'm fucking loving
pink-
that pink, dog.
pink and red in the sky, and then he's like smoothing it out, and I'm like, "Oh my god, you don't even see it!"
When he hits them bitches with the fucking seagulls, oh my god, bro, it fucking blows my mind, dude. Oh
God damn it, Bob
shit.
Ross.
Yeah.
Hey man, rest in peace, my boy Bob Ross. Thank
Yeah,
you,
for
Thank you,
sure.
Bob Ross.
He gave a lot of great entertainment, and I'm really
God.
glad that he's still being appreciated. Even though it became kind of just like a trend
A
where
meme.
It's
yeah,
a meme.
it's a meme. It's that sucks, but he was genuinely talented. It's insane, and he did a lot of great stuff.
Bro, did you guys listen to the story he said about the squirrels?
No, we did not listen to the story.
Oh my god, dude, he saved squirrels.
I'm glad.
He saved some squirrels, dude, and they made a nest, and now he has like a litter of squirrels, or I don't know what a bunch of squirrels are called, but he has that, and he was trying to give away squirrels at some point.
Poor Bob Ross.
Poor Bob Ross, the
Why?
man
He's
is
a hero.
amazing. That dude was a saint.
Anyways, guys, with this crazy tangent about Bob Ross, we're gonna go ahead and bid you adieu, and we hope you have a great rest of your week. Lena,
Do not drink and drive. Please drink responsibly always. I've been Lena.
I've been CrisCass.
And
Hey
I-
man, put some respect on my boy Bob Ross's name.
Oh
If
my
y'all don't know
God.
who Bob Ross is,
oh my God,
go
And
and find
Google it.
out. Nah, don't Google it. Go and find out who Bob Ross is. Go watch some of them videos. He will teach you how to paint and how to fix your life.
and I've been Flames Kid. and
We'll catch you on the next one.
and have a happy night.
Bob
Happy-
Ross, baby.
Happy
No,
There's no accidents. Only happy. Wait, what? No, there's no
No, goodbye.
mistakes. Don't